dude, Cass was there. I think when we worked at the 3rd Street Cinemas, there was
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
You'd hear people running, like when it was only me and like Kellen and stuff in there. You'd hear people running above the thing, and then one time we went to go get 3 posters, and the door slammed behind me and Harley.
Like heavy footsteps.
Yeah, yeah.
Light footsteps.
My name is Jim Fassbinder. I have operated the San Francisco Ghost Hunt since October 1998. And I have a group in front of me that's interviewing ghost hunters all over the place. I want to explain to them, briefly, the way that I do things. First, I like to keep things light. I think if you're going to encounter the supernatural, if you have a positive frame of mind, the chances of having a positive experience are greatly increased.
I am Lloyd Auerbach. I'm a parapsychologist. I've been studying the field of psychic phenomena for over 30 years now, doing investigations for that long. Looking at ghosts, looking at ESP, at psychokinesis, mind over matter, all of these things really suggest that human beings have more to us than we'd like to think, or that the mainstream likes to think. And that's a mystery that is something that parapsychologists are trying to look into and solve.
No, I honestly did not move it.
I fully believe that it was
And I know it doesn't work. I know it doesn't work because at one point in time I pushed down on this side and it stopped moving towards the way they were moving it.
I didn't, like, I can honestly say I did not move it.
I feel we can all do things with our minds at the present time most people call paranormal. And people always point out to me they think this could be PK, psychokinesis, mind over matter. So there are some things today we call paranormal. Then in a very short time would become very normal.
We look over and we all just see this as like a light, and it looked like a light like that, but it was like in the corner just floating there. And we're like, oh, that's weird. So like we get up and we're like, hey, what's that? And like we kind of like try to like shoo it, and it wouldn't leave. And then all of a sudden just went like, and it's like, you know what I mean?
When we're doing an investigation, the first thing we do is we try to see what it's not. The key piece of evidence that we use, the key data, is the human experience. And we know also from setting up surveillance in situations or even leaving other types of equipment that very little happens in a haunting unless people are around, living people are around, because we are the VCR, we are the playback device, we are the DVD player.
There's like weird shaking things that happen to
Yeah, that always happens in your living room.
It just goes and shakes hella violently. And one time I was so scared I went up and got my dad and I was like, Dad, what's going on?
Then there are poltergeist cases, which have probably the biggest misconception about them because the word itself translates from German as noisy ghost. And that's a result of a living person in the environment who is unconsciously relieving stress or tension or kind of throwing off energy.
Some things have happened recently that are causing people who study ghosts to consider that all poltergeist phenomena is in fact PK. More and more people are coming around to believing it is entirely possible we are projecting all these phenomena from our minds. For one reason, they're finding our minds are even more powerful than we had ever imagined.
It's really more about the idea that human beings are more than we think we are. But really, it says that consciousness, our being, is a lot more than just this physical body, and that we have the ability to push past limits that society decides to set on us.
What do you guys think of the Ouija board?
No.
I believe it
I believe I
could
saw
be
Steph's
used.
fingers compressed.
Yeah.
Like
I believe I saw Max smirk when it went to certain letters.